This is in continuation of the part 1 series which I have just uploaded. If you have not watched it, do watch it. And like always, we are going through a sample cue card question with related vocabulary, sentences and idioms. So now we are in the question like why he or she wanted to know your opinion. So you have to emphasize on the reason giving why she wanted to know your opinion. What was so good about your opinion? Why your opinion matters? Why your opinion matters? That you have to show. Understand the question properly. That is again a prerequisite. So here is the standard word bank with sentences. What we want you to do? Change your common expressions into a formal and scoring sentences. We all want to speak, but we don't know which sentence and in what way the sentence should be made to get that good score, right? We are always in a hurry to speak out something. So, fine. Share your work, share your opinion, see that it is converted into a formal and scoring sentences. For example, here you see the first one. They wanted, they are the people. It can be he or she or they, right? So it is they wanted an informed perspective on the matter. That is the sentence. Perspective is opinion. And what is the word we have filled in now? Informed. Informed means educated, knowledgeable. If you're trying to get this word, try to get this word. If not, substitute with the word knowledgeable. So it is they wanted an informed perspective or they wanted a knowledgeable perspective on the matter. Please listen every word which is said in the sessions. So instead of saying the word the, substitute with this and that. This and that relates to the opinion which they have spoken earlier. So this is the area of coherence, students. Right. छोटी छोटी बातें याद रखो. Remember the small things. Right. It's not a great task. So remember this small thing. That's all. Fine. The next sentence is, it was a crucial decision for them. For example, if you wanna say it was difficult, right? As I said, change your common expressions into formal and scoring sentences. So I am giving you that thoughts. So it was difficult. So change it into it was a crucial decision for them. Difficult badal gaya, a crucial decision. And why these sentences are very good scoring sentences? Because the sentence not only has a list of adjectives but also has related pronouns which keep the coherence clear. किसके लिए था? उनके लिए था. So it was a crucial decision for them. That is the way you complete your sentence. It was difficult? No, it won't give you anything. Not more than 3 bands. Now the next sentence. They believed I could provide insightful advice. What is insightful? Something which is clear, detailed. So change it into insightful. They believed I could provide insightful advice. Instead of using the word give, use the word provide. Every word is a selected word. Every word is pushing you towards your good score. Revise the videos. Listen to the videos every now and then. Maintain your notes. Keep practicing. The next sentence we see. They were at a crossroad of making a firm decision. How is the decision? They wanted to make it a final decision. So final decision ban gaya firm decision. A strong decision, a final decision. And how were they? They were very confused. So हमने लिखा they were at a crossroad of making a firm decision. The situation was urgent and they needed my input quickly. So they wanted it something very quickly. So here we can use an idiom that is at the 11th hour. At the 11th hour. Next one is, they wanted a detailed explanation from me. They wanted what sort of explanation? A detailed explanation. Again, what is this? A filler. Fill the words, decorate the words. Next, they wanted a reasonable and unbiased opinion. How the opinion should be? It should be practical. Practical होता है reasonable. Reason से भरा हुआ, practicality से भरा हुआ. How should be the opinion? It should be clear. That is unbiased. That is not partial. Next, we can have an idiom here which is a second opinion. A second opinion. So they needed a second opinion before making my decision. I have been emphasizing on using the words like making, before. Okay, now moving on to the next question. It is what opinion you give. What sort of opinion you give. So explain this opinion. कैसा था आपका opinion? Great, good, advantageous, beneficial to them, something like that we want to say, no? उसका फायदा हुआ. The person who received my opinion had an advantage, had an benefit of it. So यहाँ पे आ गए आपके sentences. I gave them my honest opinion. My advice was constructive and helpful. Constructive, फायदा था. Beneficial से अच्छा word, constructive. Next, I offered a thoughtful suggestion after analyzing their situation. After, emphasize on the words after, before, they bring again a lot of coherence. I empathized with their situation before sharing my views. What did I do? I understood their situation. I understood their emotions. So उसके लिए word है empathized with. Next, my opinion was rational and well structured. My opinion was practical. Rational is again practical. And what is the other way? Well structured. That means stage wise I have given them. Step wise I have explained them. The consequences I have explained them. So उसके लिए आता है well structured. I again assure you students, if you are using these words and your speaking is only 1 minute 30 seconds, even that suffices. You will get a good score. So please don't fear. Next, I tried to be as unbiased as possible. As unbiased as possible. Right. I didn't want to show any kind of selfishness, any kind of greediness. So I was as unbiased as possible. Comparative degree. In my next video, I will explain different type of sentences. So you can every time remember that this sentence should be there or that sentence should be there. So our upcoming video will be educating you all on that. And again for that, one like, one comment, one subscription, sharing to your friends, speaking to us. We want you all listeners to speak to me. I am waiting. I am all ears. The last sentence here, I recommended practical solutions to their issue. What was the problem? Problem के लिए हमने use किया issue. जब problem है तो what should be the way? It should be solutions. See the way the word is filled. When it is a problem, there should be a solution. And what sort of solutions? Practical solutions. Did I give? No. I used a correct word, a more formal word, which is recommended. I recommended practical solutions to their issue. Beautiful, isn't it? Right. The next word, the idioms again. I cut to the chase and shared my opinion directly. The idiom here is cut to the chase. Cut to the chase. That means I cleared everything. Next sentence. I suggested they weigh the pros and cons. They weigh the pros and cons. That means they understand the advantages and disadvantages. And instead of using the word understand, we have used the word study. या तो study वाला word use करो, नहीं तो weigh वाला word use करो. Study the advantages and disadvantages before deciding. Before deciding. After, before, again important words. Right. Now the last question. Explain how you felt when he or she asked for your opinion. Explain how you felt. So there should be some good adjectives. You might be feeling happy, very happy or very very happy. Now ये happy, very happy or very very happy को हटाते हैं. We remove this and we use these words. Happy के लिए बन गया pleased. And how pleased? It is genuinely pleased. I felt genuinely pleased when they valued my input, when they regarded my input, when they considered my input, when they followed my recommendation. See, यहाँ पर आया था हमारा word recommended, तो यहाँ पर हमने उसको बदल दिया when they followed my recommendation. That is how you learn and grow. Next, it was an honor to share my thoughts. What was it? It was my honor. Instead of saying I felt great, you say honor. I was flattered by their trust in me. I was so shocked. I was surprised. Surprised के लिए आ गया flattered by. Don't forget the preposition by there. I was flattered by their trust in me, their belief in me. I was grateful for the opportunity to help. It empowered me to think critically and help. It empowered me. It gave me the strength. It empowered me to think critically and help. I felt supportive and happy to assist them. Another way, what did I do? Two adjectives again. I felt supportive and happy to help them, to assist them. The experience encouraged me to be more open about my views. How was the experience? It encouraged me to be more open about my views. I understood from there on that I can convince people with my opinions. I have good reasoning. I was more practical. Right. Now, again the idiom to fit there. How do you feel? Don't always say I was on a cloud nine. On cloud nine is overly used expression. Every IELTS student will speak. So let's change that. It is I felt on the top of the world. On the top of the world. 5 words again. When they sought my advice. Sought past tense of seek. अब तक तो आदत हो गई होगी. Now, it boosted my confidence to know that someone trusted my perspective. Perspective is opinion. Boosted my confidence is the idiom. How easy to remember also. What is your problem every time, students? You always say that I have a story but I can't speak. Or you might again complain that I don't want to speak those common words. So here I am giving you the detailed word bank. So don't fall short of the words. Be clear. Clear means you have everything now. So speak of confidently. So चलो देखते हैं words को. The word is trustworthy. Trustworthy मतलब someone who is dependable. How do I remember? Take the word depend. Depend से बना dependable. Dependable से बना trustworthy. How simple the line of words. Next, articulate. Articulate is being very expressive. You are able to communicate very clearly. When you have practical knowledge, so it is practical or you say realistic. Good words, isn't it? Thoughtful, that is unselfish. Thoughtful, you think of everyone. You are not thinking about your own self. So that is thoughtful. Unselfish. Next is respected, loved or appreciated. You either say the word respected, that goes more well. नहीं आ रहा है तो keep a standby word which is love or appreciated. Now seeing the sentences. It is not only to use the word but also to keep the sentence going. The sentence should have good lexical resource. The sentence should have good coherence. You all know that you have been researching on these aspects, but the worst part is you don't research on yourself. Here we are. So it is the word trustworthy. My friend considers me trustworthy. My friend feels that I am good. उसके लिए sentence है ये. My friend considers me trustworthy, so continuation, that is the explanation. He asked for my opinion on a major decision. On a major decision, on a significant decision, on a remarkable decision, something in his life. So ये sentence बन गया आपका where you have lexical resource, where you have coherence, where you have grammar, and of course you are doing the task achievement. Next sentence, articulate. Articulate is to speak well. She valued my ability to be articulate and help explain things clearly. At the end she really said, अरे वाह कितना अच्छा बता रहे हो, how well you are explaining. So it is she valued my ability. Ability is your skill, your talent. So she valued my ability to articulate and explain things clearly, which is why. So का दूसरा word बन गया which is why. Which is why she wanted my perspective. Next, practical. I always give practical advice. How was I? I was always like this. Emphasizing word, always. I have been always giving her the practical advice. Another sentence. So, he trusted me to give him, to help him make a logical decision. Next word, thoughtful. My friend knows that I gave thoughtful advice after carefully considering the situation, which made him reach out to me. So another emphasizing word is after carefully considering. That means after clearly understanding. So good words again. How is this word here? It is reach out. Reach out is to come to me. Come to me. Which made him to meet me. So meet me, come to me, talk to me. So उसके लिए है word reach out to me. Next, the last one, which is respected. Since my opinions are respected, using a conjunction. Since my opinions are respected among my peers. Peers are your friends. My colleague came to me for advice. Nice. Now the list of adverbs. Sincerely. How did I share my opinion? I sincerely shared my opinion. How did I prove my opinion? I provided confidently. So I confidently provided my opinion because I had experience with a similar situation in the past. I explained my opinion clearly. Clearly. Right. It is not that you have to use only one adverb. Even two adverbs are a magic. So here we are saying, I explained my situation or my opinion clearly and confidently so that, continuation, so that they could understand my perspective without any confusion. Last one is thoughtfully. I thoughtfully evaluated all aspects. Thoughtfully is very clearly. Thoughtfully evaluated all aspects of the situation before sharing my opinion. Never forget the word before. Now, when you have your answer filled with everything, one or two native expressions make you a real speaker. And while you're writing a list of selected adjectives and adverbs and idioms on a page, do get used to use these native expressions, which are, in my opinion. That is a simple and impactful way. Understanding the word, in my opinion, is said to show your impact here. Next is, from my perspective. When you're sharing your viewpoint very clearly, mere अंदाजे में. So it is from my perspective. When you are giving an advice and suggesting and being very cool and empathetic, you say what I suggested was. Next, when you are having a good amount of thinking, so you say after careful consideration. And the last one is when you are showing the positivity at the end. They said, "Na, how do you feel?" So it was, I was happy to share my input. Fine. So there comes 50% of my task, and the balance 50 is yours, where you put your story. Use the words, write the story, share it to us either on our email given or post it in the box. Do like, share and subscribe. Make good notes, study properly. As I always say, we are a team. We are working for you. So post a review, feedback. Happy learning. See you in my next class. Any requirement? Please do ask.